terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. And small and power forward, Leonard and Batum. Ball out there with Paul George, and it's Zubac in its center.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Edwards looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Towns dishes to Edwards. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Russell against Wall. Inside, here's George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Leonard the pass to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Paul George with the steal. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's stolen by Edwards. And Prince with a clear path to the hoop. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Prince does a nice job there leaking out in transition, and when he gets that kind of room, it gets dangerous.
Here's George. The kick out to Wall. Batum screen on Russell. Wall passes to Leonard. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota leading by 5. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And George kicks the Wall. Back to George. Passes to Zubac. A shake. And it's good on the layup.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Russell passes to Prince. Russell against Wall. And it's Prince penetrating. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Dorian Prince had his eyes on the rim the whole way there. Love how aggressive he was there on that drive.
George looking over the floor. That one misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
With the drive, Edwards passes to Gobert. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And Wall kicks to Batum. Off target from three-point range. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Edwards. Second chance effort. Russell with a wide open look. They get it back. They'll kick out to Towns. And the pass to Prince. Left side, Towns. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Towns drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers, and they're capitalizing on them.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Towns, no luck. Clippers trail by 8. Batum passes to Wall. Back to Batum. Shoots. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Batum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Batum with no hesitation that time. Coaches encouraging him to shoot that one.
Outside, Towns. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Towns has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Leonard inside. Defended by Towns. Zubats kicks the Wall. Back to Zubats. And Leonard has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that one is good from Zubats.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
You know, you appreciate Zubats' focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubats, one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubats looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Russell. Edwards with the screen for Russell. George against Edwards. And it's sent back by George.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Here's Prince. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now. Because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Here's Edwards. That one goes in, and it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
To halt the run, and George kicks to Wall. Batum sets a screen for Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Russell with it. George picks him up. Here's Towns. Wall grabs the board. And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. 9-point game. The shot by George, wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5 now.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Kicks it out to Prince. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Back to Leonard. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, George launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Out to Russell. Back to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards, that's good.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Here's Leonard. Off with the layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one.
Okay, David, much appreciated. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing from Taurean Prince.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Outside, Russell. Dishes to Towns. Poked away. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Prince with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Right side, George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Los Angeles on D. They trail by 6. Out to Russell. Minnesota again turning it over. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive ability. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Russell against Wall. And there's Edwards on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Zubats with the screen for Batum. To the paint. Outside for George. Just 4 to shoot. The shot missing. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Edwards. Count that one. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Batum a screen on Edwards. George dishes to Batum. Back to George. Fires at the elbow. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
2 minutes.
Towns down low, defended by George. And it's Towns missing. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard kicks to George. Jacks up a 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 17 now.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
Russell against Wall. Outside, Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside, Russell.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Wall against Russell. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Now, here is Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wall passes to Batum. Leonard against Russell. Back to Batum. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wall against Russell. There's the lob to Towns. It's stolen by Wall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Timberwolves on top. They lead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. George against Edwards. Batum sets a screen for George. And it's George finishing it off.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Edwards against George. No one near Wall as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Russell against Wall. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And when you watch Edwards, expect him to get his, a prolific scorer.
Outside, George. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Prince with a screen on George. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 3. It's stolen by Edwards. Outside, Towns. Prince kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Passes it to Wall. Outside for Batum. Towns with the steal. Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up.
How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
Clippers have got all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. The pass to George. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's the fast break. Russell finds Prince. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. Outside, George. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Zubats a screen on Prince. Leonard the pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. Clock is at 3. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense. Capable of getting up to block shots.
Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. Prince in the corner. Back to Edwards. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Zubats with the screen for George, and he drives in, and George with the stuff.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
George against Edwards. To the middle. Ball with the steal. And stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Ball against Russell. And stolen by Prince. Outside Edwards. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Zubats.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Great positioning on the putback.
No matter the stakes, Batum will take the challenge.
Russell against Wall. Russell kicks to Towns. It's good from beyond the arc.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
2-second difference between shot clock and gameplay. George with the ball. The kick out to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the tray. Outside Edwards. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
back in 2020, and he said, quote,
He's proven himself, Allie. Thank you.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Brooks from outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Morant. And the layup is good off the glass.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
George outside. Zubac with a screen on Bane. George passes to Zubac. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Morant finds Jackson. Morant with the bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And here are the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Zubac with a screen on Bane. And he's going for the lob. 4 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they're on the break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that 7'4" wingspan to good use. Jaren Jackson with the easy catch and flush.
Wall, the pass to Morris. Zubac with it. Left side Wall. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Bane driving inside.
I love the physicality behind Bane's drive, letting the defense know he isn't changing course.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to Wall. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Well, Smitty with Morant. His ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
And Morant gets it to go.
Morant, such a quick thinker. He doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot.
Brooks against Leonard. George has screen on Brooks. Leonard passes to George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. The offensive rebound. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Morant against Wall. Jackson outside. 3-pointer. Leonard pulls down the board.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
George has the open look. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Here's George. Second shot opportunity, and no good. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Zubac. Jackson the screen. From deep, Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard passes to Wall. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket. Always one of the more disputed calls in the game. Goaltending. Coach is convinced the ball was not on the way down. He'll use his challenge.
This can be a tough one. With goaltending, it's such a fine line. Clear and conclusive evidence never comes into effect more than...
The previous play is under review.
What's great about the coach's challenge on calls like this, we're able to slow down the action and see exactly where the ball is when it's touched. Hard to do that in real time.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And here we go. The call will stand.
That'll cost them a timeout and their one and only coach's challenge. Goaltending calls can be so tough to make. You understand why he wanted a closer look at it, but we'll see if he regrets it.
Memphis leading. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Brooks a screen on Wall. Here's Morant. Second chance shot. Brooks the pass to Morant. Here's Bain. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Back to Morris. 4-3. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Takes a 3. They get it again. Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Here's George, driving to the basket. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morant, down low. That's good from Adams on the assist by Morant. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention, got his teammate a clean look.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Here's Morant, 9 points in the game. Tries the spin move to the paint. Adams, shot's good. Adams has got 6 points.
You gotta bring more than that to stop Steven Adams, using that strength to fight through contact.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Outside Morant. Outside Bain. From downtown. Pass to Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Bia, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Wall finds George. There's the drive, and George with the jam.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Ja Morant. A minute 31 left in the second. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Can't get it to drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. George outside. Here's Wall. And stolen by Jones. The 3 from Bain. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Nice job by Desmond Bain, showing the quickness to stop and pop.
Now here's Wall. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Over Jones. And there's Leonard on the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 6.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Bain. Outside Jones. The 3-pointer off the mark. Clark against Wall. Here's George. Here's Zubac. And he banks in the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Memphis lead.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he
and the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
They've got John Conchar, Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Tyus Jones, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Jackson gets the bucket.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank. Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Covington. Back to Jackson. Takes the 3. Williams grabs the board. Memphis leading. Here's Conchar. Outside, Williams. Back to Conchar. Clark in the post. Guarded by Batum. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Powell outside. Pass to Batum and stolen by Clark. From outside the arc. And again, Memphis no good. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 56% today. Here's Powell, defended by Jackson. Jackson outside. Here's Coffey. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. It's a one-on-one situation. Williams in the post. Pass to Conchar. To the inside. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Jones against Jackson. Pass to Conchar. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. He's off on the layup.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one misses. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in.
At the line for one. Coming up to the
The Clippers trail. And here's Jackson. Powell outside. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Pass to Batum. 5 on the clock. Here's Coffey. Now here's Covington. The three is up. And Morant clears the board.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And Morant gets double teamed. Outside, Williams. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. 1:19 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Leonard gets the bucket.
An all-NBA first-teamer in 2016, Kawhi can drop points on you from anywhere.
Here's Morant. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Pass to George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
That's good from George. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams checked in for Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Williams. And it's Bain in for Conchar.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Morant into the lane. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Three-pointer. It's stolen by Leonard. Deflects the pass. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
Now Brooks, right wing. Outside Morant. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Brooks against Leonard. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And he makes it on the layup.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
George outside. The kick out to Morris. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Jackson.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a night for John Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Pass to Morris. And here's Leonard. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
And it's Morant missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Payne with a screen on Wall. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George outside. From downtown. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant finds Jackson. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. 6 to shoot. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now. Jackson against Morris. Leonard. Oh, Adams with the block.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Outside Morant. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, flustering the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Stolen by Bain.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Blocked! And they get it back. Brooks from outside. Outside for Morant. From deep, Bain. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Wall, the pass to George. Morris outside. Pass to Zubats. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. 3 on 3. Shot's good by Morant.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Pass to George. Back to Wall. Morris outside. Now Zubats. Adams covering. Can they get it? Zubats' shot is off. Morant with it. And so Memphis takes this one by a big... All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way. Thank you, David.
Here we go.
So the Clippers win the tip. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Pass to Leonard. The three from George. 4 on the clock, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Now Paul. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Outside Crowder. Passes it to Booker. Takes a three. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Pass to Morris. Outside Leonard. George looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Paul. George with the bucket.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Over Wall. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
There's the pass to George. Paul against Wall. Outside, George. Over Booker. And it's George again missing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now here's Booker. Ayton kicks to Paul. Shot on the wing. Buries the jump shot. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. George against Booker. George passes to Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's Leonard, following the basket by Chris Paul. Shot to stop the run. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of it.
Paul passes to Booker. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. A three-pointer off the mark. George with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Paul. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Paul's got 6.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
George dishes the Wall. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Over Booker. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Wall. George has got his second basket.
Oh, silky little mid-range there from George. He can really make his shot work from almost anywhere.
Here's Paul. And it's Phoenix scoring again. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Wall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In the corner, George with it. Lets it go from deep. Crowder pulls it in. Booker looking around. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Leonard kicks to Wall. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. Here's Zubac. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
All up top, covered by Wall. Paul can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 6.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Paul outside. Takes the 13-footer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Paul's got 10 points.
There aren't a lot of guys in this league who shoot mid-range, but Paul, he's one of them.
And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Bridges, no one around him. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Crowder. The 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Outside, George. Morris outside for the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Paul outside, over the wall. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. It's tipped. On the wing, Booker, wide open. Good on the shot. And it's 7 points for Devin Booker.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Morris outside. It's George on the wing, defended by Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Leonard, and it's the Clippers scoring again. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Ball passes to Morris. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Paul. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. They lead by 4.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Here's George. Out to Morris. Zubac in the post. He's against Crowder, and Leonard has it in the corner. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Phoenix leading by 6. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Booker outside. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Leonard missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Ayton. The deep 3 from George. The Clippers rebound. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ball looking over the floor. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thank you, David. And whoop.
The Clippers, 21.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. With the shot. Bridges with the steal. That's good from Paul on the assist by Bridges. Paul's got 12.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
Jackson dishes to Covington. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Covington. 5 on the clock. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Some solid defense from Ayton. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoff last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Powell kicks to Jackson. Bridges with the board. Suns leading by 9. Puts it up. They get the rebound.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Payne, guarded by Jackson. Payne can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Jackson passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Payne with it. Pass to Craig. Fires it up. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Johnson pass for two, kicks it to paint, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Jackson, pass to Powell. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Jackson down low, Payne covering, and the basket by Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Payne finds Johnson. From downtown. Pass to Shamet. Johnson with a screen on Powell. Phoenix no good that time either.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And Batum kicks to Powell. And here's Covington from the arc. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Phoenix. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Suns.
7 seconds left to play in the third. The deep three from George. Can't connect from long distance. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Phoenix ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. George way outside. The long distance three is buried.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Booker outside. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. George, that's a two-pointer. Leonard against Bridges. Back to Leonard. From inside. Phoenix grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 4. Ball passes to George. Pulls from the top of the key. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Now here's Paul. He kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside, George. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Here's Booker. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Outside, George. That one's not going to go. And Phoenix will come the other way. All against George. All up top over George. Kicks it out to Booker. To the inside, Hall. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
I think you could sense it that trip up the floor. Hall was looking for his own shot, and he got it.
George passes to Wall. And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Booker outside. The trade. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. George. It drops. A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Ayton. Morris with the rebound.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
George finds Zubac. Back to George. We got 22 seconds left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. It's off. Here's Zubac. And here's Wall outside. He's off from 3. For 3, Bridges. Count it!
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and rips the pass to him.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Another miss by Minnesota.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
George passes to Wall. No good with the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Russell. Here he goes. Tipped. Morris outside. Leonard finds Morris. And the three-pointer goes.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide-open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Pass to Towns. George with a steal. Wall with it. Russell covering. Leonard passes to Zubac. Morris, a screen on Edwards. Here's George. And he buries his first look.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
George against Edwards. Goes back up. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And here are the Clippers now. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Leonard outside to the middle. Here's Morris. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Morris has got 5 now.
This is the next step for Leonard, becoming a better distributor. Dimes like these help his cause.
Russell against Wall. Russell, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Wall. Banked it in off the glass.
Boy, such a terrific passer out of the pick and roll. This time Wall crosses him up. Nice shot. It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Edwards can't hit.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Russell. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. Pass to Prince. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
And stolen by Edwards. From about 19, they get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. pulls it. George, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's George. The shot comes out. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers ahead. They're up by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. George against Edwards. Morris finds some space. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Wall, the pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Russell against Wall. The kick out to Edwards. Paul George pulls it in. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Lets it go from deep. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
How about that? Nice to see Wall feeling it from beyond the arc. He's really worked hard to develop that shot.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's good. Edwards got 5.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's George. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. The shot won't fall. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard outside.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Fires from the line. And the Clippers again with a bucket. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Back to Russell. It's deflected. Leonard outside with the drive. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Some serious intensity from Leonard, driving in with a purpose and slamming it down.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Prince. George against Edwards. Here's Prince. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That'll belong to John Wall.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
50 seconds left in the second period. Leonard outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Towns against Wall. Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
And stolen by Edwards. Russell with the ball. Checked by Wall. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's how you do it, big fella. With power. Yes.
Leonard outside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Russell against Wall. Back to Russell. Pass to Prince. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. Defensive menace who gives everything he has.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Amir Coffey out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Inside, Prince. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And Powell with the stuff.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Clippers in the lead. Jackson outside. Powell with it. Oh, swiped away. Noel drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Noel's got his first basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Covington. He hangs. And the layup is good.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Out to the right wing. Back to Anderson. Oh, Covington with a block. And he recovers it, and he's able to get it back. An open look for Reed. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Batum finds Jackson. Driving in. Back to Batum. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Puts it up. McDaniels can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And Jackson, here we go, uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Down low and stolen by Covington. And here they come. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here we go, 1-on-1. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Batum against Reid. Outside McDaniels. 4 on the clock. 11 feet out, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. And he lobs it up.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Jackson, the pass to Batum. Jackson down low. He has 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
Reid, a screen on Jackson. Here's McLaughlin. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Reid. And the layup is good off the glass.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Reggie Jackson has been on display for Los Angeles. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. Well, the Clippers shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And communication made that play. Leonard just reads his teammate and knows exactly where to be for the alley-oop.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
you know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans. And it motivates him to always give them his very best. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pass to Prince, to the right side. Towns down low, guarded by Morris, and the basket by Towns.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
George passes to Morris. George outside. Over Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside Russell. The shake. Pass to Gobert. Not going to go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. George for 3, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Russell against Wall. Here's Edwards. And Wall pulls it down.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
George's shot is off. The Timberwolves have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. And stolen by Leonard. George outside. There's the 3. George with another miss. Minnesota shooting 40% from the field in this one. Here's Gobert. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Towns for 3. They get the rebound. Tries yet again. Here's Gobert. And finally, that one's good.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
And here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. The 3, counted from distance.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Pass to Towns. The Clippers grab the miss.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Clippers.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
That one falls.
An absolute beast in the pick and roll. Towns rolls off ready to score. He doesn't disappoint either.
Up top, George, guarded by Edwards. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And the basket by Towns.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
George outside. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Zubats with a screen on Edwards. Here's George. And too long on the shot. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
To the best kid in the hall.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Leonard. All with it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Here's Morant. Here's Bain. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Leonard finds Zubats. They double him with Bain. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Morant against Wall. Outside, Bain. And the rejection by Zubats. Morant with the steal. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Paul George. Here now the Clippers. Up past the Wall. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Morant against Morris. Morant right side. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Back to Jackson. Paul George with the steal. Brooks against Leonard. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And a wide open look for Bain. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Morant outside. Misses in close.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The offensive rebound. And George kicks to Morris. George looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back, Kawhi.
And the rejection by Jackson. Wall attacking. Goes back up. Out to Morris. Morris with a screen on Bain. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah, Kevin, we talked about their primary defensive concern in this game. He said, we don't want to go up and down the court. Those guys finish as well as anyone in the league. We have to turn this game into a chess match and close off all openings along the way. Battle of X's and O's tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Outside, Bain. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George up top. Guarded by Bain. Stolen by Jackson. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Brooks setting the pick for Bain. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Morant with it. He's picked up by Wall. To end the cold streak and finished off by Morant.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
George against Bain. Passes it to Morant. There's the drive. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Right side George. It's stolen by Adams. That's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up their offenses. Let's take a quick... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Scooped up, Adams. And another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Adams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Wall passes to George. Zubac with the screen for George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Here's George, and he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 4 this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Wall against Morant. Stolen by George. Down low. Here's Wall. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Jackson a screen on Wall. Spins. To the paint. Stolen by George. All with it. He's picked up by Morant. And Wall kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to George. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Payne for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George dishes to Morris. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Here's George. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Morant. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Conchar comes in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Wall passes to George. Out to Morris. Pass to Wall. And there's the drive. And the rejection
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Conshaw. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 4. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now here's Jackson. And there's the pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Covington. And the rejection by Clark. Jones in the post, guarded by Jackson. Jones sets the pick for Brooks. Buries it from three-point range. Brooks has got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Trying to end the drought. Five to shoot. Back to Powell. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Conshaw. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David, for that interview. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. We've got Tyus Jones. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. Now here's Williams. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Back to Clark. Launches it. Tries yet again. And Williams throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Powell dishes to Covington. Back to Powell. Takes it out to Covington. Takes it inside. Some solid defense from Clark. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. There's the lob to Jackson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Stripped away. Here's Conshaw. To the middle. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Jackson down low. Working on Jones. Here's Covington. Jackson has the open look. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bain for three. 4 on the shot clock. Jones the pass to Bain. And it's sent back by George.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays. And that sending back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks.
Zubac kicks to Morris. Back to Zubac. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Lobbed up there for Clark. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside Leonard from the arc. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Aldama's checked in. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Now, here's Bain. He's got 5, and that one drops for him. Bain's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And it's George finishing it off.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Here's Morant. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pocket 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now here's Leonard. Tries from 16, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Morant against Wall. And it's Morant missing. Outside Leonard. Zubac finds George. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now Morant. Clark up top. Passes it to Bain. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Adams, he's checked in for Clark.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Steven Adams.
Morant outside. Shot clock at 5. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. In the corner, George with it. No good on the three. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And again, Memphis no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
John Wall has incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Pass to Bain. From past the arc. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's George on the wing, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
There's the lob to Jackson, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
George passes to Morris. And here's Brooks. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Brooks with a screen on Wall. Wall against Bain. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Morant with it. Outside, Bain lets it go from deep. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Clock at 2. Durant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. Zubac with the screen for George. Inside. No good from Zubac. Memphis has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight. George double-teamed. Pass to Zubac. Entered on the wing. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. They got for us, DA.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. George with the screen on Morant. Ball passes it to George. Zubac in the post. Adams defending, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Now here's Morant. Adams outside. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Morris. Jackson misses. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
A three from Leonard. And no good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. There's the lob to Jackson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Leonard kicks to Zubac. The pass to Morris. Down low. Here's Leonard to take the lead.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Grizzlies substitution.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Marcus Morris, first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Morant. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Brooks. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. A 2-point game. Passes it to Bain. Morant against Wall. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Bain.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Here's Wall. In the corner, it's Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. But deep 3 from George. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard against Morant. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Here's George. That's to Zubac. Outside, Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Right now, the game is coming easy to Kawhi Leonard. He's in rhythm, and he knows it.
Morant surveying the D. Kicks to Jackson. Brooks setting the pick for Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Grizzlies making a switch here. Adams checked in. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. George against Bain. George passes to Wall. Outside for George. Shooting foul and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where
the previous play
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's the first, and that gives them the lead.
And with the game in the balance, PG is a good bet to deliver.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
Now Morant. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Into the lane. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Leonard with a screen on Bain. George dishes to Leonard. Here we go, one-on-one.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson. Getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 2. 5 seconds left in overtime. What's your take, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
So a close game sees Memphis.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Grant, we've got 2 savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at small forward. Leonard, good.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard, who just stays with it and is unshaken.
Outside Paul. Over Wall. No good, a bit long that time. Over to the wing. Back to Morris. To the middle. Hauled in by Paul.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. That won't go either for Paul. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Leonard can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Paul. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
George outside. Leonard outside. Zubac screen. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
So go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Booker against George. And that's good. Devin Booker for 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
George against Booker. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Bridges. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Paul, shot is off.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
George passes to Wall. And a miss there on the triple. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. From deep. He's off on that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Wall against Paul. Zubac passes to George. Fires in the triple.
Well, Paul George does have unlimited range, kind of getting into that mode where one of those guys you have to guard when he gets over half court.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Paul misses off the left iron. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And Phoenix has possession. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Spins. Here's Crowder. Converts after the nice spin.
Old school, mid-range, Jay Crowder, that's 2.
George outside. 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Morris on the wing. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
George hits them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Bridges outside. It's Booker on the wing. Crowder a screen on George. Booker. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Booker's got 5.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
George left side. Up and over Crowder. And the Clippers miss again. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Clippers ahead. Up. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
Showing that rebounding isn't all about size. It's about will and effort.
It's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. Up top, Paul. Wall covering. Paul passes to Bridges. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's the break. Crowder with a steal. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. For 3, Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
George for three. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 10.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Leonard on the wing. The three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
You know, some have said those old-school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Yeah, great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Now here's Morris. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
A nice shot by Booker.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Now here's Leonard. Outside Wall. Zubac inside. Booker defending. For three, George. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
40 seconds left in the second period. Here's Bridges. That one off the back iron and out. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Zubac. Here's George. Back to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Booker. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for George. Booker against George. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac finds Morris. Shoots over Ayton.
This is what the coaches are asking from the...
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Clippers on top, up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul George has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. It's Batum at the power forward with Zubac at center. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Booker. Goes up again. Crowder, that's good. Crowder's got 7.
And Crowder, one of those guys who's a protector both defensively but also on the offensive rebound.
Pass to George. Now here's Batum. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
Hey, yo, right here.
Booker against George. That shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Outside Paul. Over Jackson. Bridges outside. Over Leonard. Bridges misses. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to George. Takes the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now. This for the tie. And Paul lays it in. He's got 6.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Coffee. He's checked in for Paul George. Pass to Batum. Here's Jackson. Now Zubac. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Here's Shamet. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Launches it. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And stolen by Leonard. Here's Coffee. Batum. Great positioning on the putback. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
And Batum showing off where he gets in there aggressive and sniffed that one out.
Payne, the pass to Johnson. Fires at the elbow. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Shamet. Pass to Šarić. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson outside. And here's Batum. Pass to Coffee. Shot clock at 6. Jackson outside. 3-pointer. And the Clippers miss again. And Phoenix shooting just 33% so far in this game. Payne, pass to Šarić. Craig up top. 41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Johnson, no good. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. Jackson on the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here come the Suns. And there's Payne. That one's good. And the assist by Johnson.
Payne got in front, and Payne never looked back.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Payne. Craig, he's open. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. Kennard on the wing. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead. They lead. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Clippers shooting 34% thus far in this game. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Up top, Paul. Wall covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Crowder missing. And it's the Clippers ball. They lead by 4. And a deep 3 from Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. No coverage that time. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
And George with the jam.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Oh, sweet move. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. To the paint. Paul with a steal. In transition, here they come. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Ball against Paul. Pass to George. Into the lane. And the jam by George.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Now Paul. Bridges outside. The turnaround jumper. It's rebounded by George.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From deep 3-point range, Morris, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Both good from the line that time. The Suns trailing. Now here's Paul. Takes it inside. Pass to Ayton. Zubac with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the jam by George.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Here's Booker. Back to Paul. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And Ayton with the stuff.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Wall with it. Pass to George. The 3 is up. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. There's 1:34 left to play in the fourth quarter. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Wall, the pass to George. Over Booker.
Well, Booker asserting himself on the defensive end that time. He has good size and enough speed to annoy the opposing scorer.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. Shot from the wing. Ayton, no good. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Now here's Leonard. Tipped. Back to George. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tries again. Zubac passes to Wall. Pass to Leonard. George with it. Booker defending. Another shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here are the Suns now. 6-point game from the arc. Bridges passes to Booker. To the inside. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Zubac against Aiden. And here's Zubac. Morris outside. Pass to Leonard. Outside Wall. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Well, all right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.